So good. But I'm spinning around. Ah! Good feeling about this because I think it's an item. That pair of rusty leggings. Third one tonight. Hello everyone. It is Wednesday, September 30th, 2015. I'm Dentril and we are still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. We're fishing off somewhere in Keyfoam Island. This is the central pond in the center of the zone. Players used to fight the worms that were in this area. They were weak, real easy to die. You could get clippers too when you got high enough level. Only problem was at nighttime you would have ghost mobs pop out. That would make things difficult, but sometimes there'd be a player like me that'd be fishing here and they would be more than happy to take out the ghost mob so everyone can keep getting their XPs and getting their levels and, you know, be that guy. Very few people come out here anymore, except to fish. And even then, I don't even think a lot of people come out here to fish anymore. We are almost done with our daily limit of rusty leggings, I hope. Let's do 2 more casts. We need 20 yellow globes, that's what we're aiming for. And then I wonder why it's all zoomed that far out. Zoom forward a bit, zoom back a bit. Alright. I think this is an item too. Yeah. One more. And that, wow, like oh well. As long as the camera is zoomed on my face and not on my room, then everything should be okay. But anyways, after we finish this, I guess we're gonna turn it into poison dust real fast. There we go. You have a bad feeling about this. Maybe there's gonna be something that's gonna break my line or possibly my rod. Okay, I said 2 more casts and I'm gonna stick to it. Alright, so item, fork ring. I don't think we might have enough. Only one way to find out. Got some from last time still. That'll help. This will be simple. We just get a lightning crystal, 2 yellow globes, blow them up, get you some poison dust. That's not enough for our 10 alchemy cents for the night, or if we lose too many ingredients. Then we'll just grab some mercuries, a water crystal, we're going to turn into poison potions and save that for the next smithing day. And use that to make poison bolt hits. So, I need lightning crystals. It's going to be in the house. Okay. Stack of lightning crystals. Because I never throw anything away. I don't want to save any of this stuff. But, oh, no. What I wanted to do. Not at all. But I know I need to toss stuff out in a bad way. So what we got here? Passed them, didn't I? There they are. Okay, that should be enough yellow globes. With what I caught tonight versus what I saved from last time, that should be enough for the dust. The potion itself still might be slightly above my level. Well, not really. I think it's like only a few levels above the poison dust synth. And it's just simply making potions, trying to live off the land per se in a FF11. We're not going to be doing this all night. We're just going to do enough to get our... Oh, shoot, actually. One other thing I forgot to do. Put set 2. Since we're headed over here anyways, let's go ahead and sell off our excess stuff that we don't need to sell. Don't need that ice crystal. For those 9 ice crystals, we got a ton of wind crystals, so we're gonna sell those. Don't need that one either. Since we're gonna be doing Bastok missions tonight, I really should be saving more of these crystals, but I've got a ton of them. So, not too worried. Don't need any of these rusty leggings. That'll free up a lot of space. Bat wings. Normally, raid 2 of those in at a time in northern Sandoria for some fame. I got a sheepskin stack now. I'm still not used to that. Save those 2. Platinum silk will not sell. So I'm just gonna NPC it. Sorry. And go to Bastok. Travel to another home point. Bastok. Bastok Markets. We want the one closest to the entrance, which really is nowhere near the entrance, I say. You've got a good 600-700 feet to the gate, but they've got one. I guess they're all like that, really. The one in North Sandy is pretty far away from the entrance. The one in the northern part of Winder's Woods. Not Woods, Waters. That one's pretty far. Stuffs. What I needed to do first was talk to this dude. Trade in some points. And get some items, since I'm maxed out right now. Refractive crystal. I want to get 3 of them. Yes. Alright, so now view house. Put these in the milk sack, don't we? Yeah. Ooh, it's gonna be enough for another stack. Pick those on action. They don't sell for a ton of money, but it's a decent chunk of change. So yeah, we need to be facing west? Yeah, southwest. So last night we were doing the Blazing Buffaloes quest for the silly items, and we got ourselves a buffalo cap, which will turn you into a baby buffalo costume, only when you're in town. And we also picked up a belt, which will turn you into a Chigo, also only when you're in town. It was kind of fine, would want to do that, but we just did it for completionist sake. I say completionist sake, there's a lot of stuff we didn't get last night. We also got the furnishing, so I got the 3 main things that I would want. There's some other things that you can get. There's the excuse me, words I'm already forgotten about. Enmity, that's what I was thinking of. There's 2 enmity belts. There's the normal quality, which you use to basically keep hate on yourself. I don't think it has any other stats, nothing like vitality or defense or anything like that, just straight up enmity. The red sash, you know, you're supposed to wave in front of Buffalo and 4-0. And then there's a high quality version, which I think was 20,000 points. And basically it's just plus 2 enmity. You know, it's decent enough for like say a provoke macro, and then as long as you switch it back out with your other tanky belt, it'd be fine, except level 15. You're not really going to be using it all that much. I wouldn't be using it all that much, not in the way the game is now. If you know, level 15 Dunes party was still a thing, and you were getting together with 5 other players and all you had was provoke to keep hate off the black mages, then yeah, I could see that certainly being a thing. And with a lot of work and some friends, you can make it a thing. But you're not going to get a random pickup party, not for that, not anymore. We done yet? Nope, still need 2 more. 10th faster, Cyndaquil. That's the great thing about the last synth macro. You can just break 6 lines, put a little like weight 20, weight 25 after it. I do weight 25 just to play it safe. And you can put the controller down, go make a sandwich, cocktail, go to the bathroom, you know. Feed the cats. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Wish I knew about this when I was playing the game. I don't think they had it back when I was playing the game. How old it is. Alright. Go and use up those last 2 crystals. Oh, on a partial stack. Come on. Hey, that watched both of these blow up on me. Do we have Mercury? Doesn't matter. We're gonna do that next time. Wait, there's one more, isn't there? Yeah, 3. Alright, come on. So as far as Bastok goes, we are still currently part of the Winders Nation. Rank 10, Heir of the Great Fire. Oh yeah! Friday night... Was it Friday? Might have been Monday. Why I forget these things? Yeah, Monday night, after we got rank 10 on Winders, I was like, well, we got some time, let's go find Ifrit. Kick his butt. And something happened to OBS. And I didn't know that the game had stopped streaming. Oh, but, you know, until after I'd already fought Ifrit, and I looked over at the screen and I was like, why is it black? So we got Ifrit, and more importantly, we got the crystal warp so that we can go to Ifrit's place anytime that we want. We don't have all the prime avatars yet. Still need to get a few more. Alright, we're gonna save those yellow globes. What else are we gonna save? Junk. Save the poison dust. Save the giant femur. Save that poison dust. Put that. Okay, that's good. And we need to change out these boots. They're no longer part of this macro. They shouldn't be. Macro, edit macro, thief. No. Edit equipment set, thief set. Use current, override. Alright, that's done. That being said, what's wrong with my voice tonight? I'm going to set my Aerion boots into my flea macro. I'm not gonna make that. I never make that. We'll go to this one here. Macro, edit macro, edit macro. Wait. Oh, wait. 2 should be enough. And equip feet. Because I don't remember the name of the boots. I think I would. They were expensive enough. A-R-E-I-O-N. Plug that in. Rose. A-R-E-I-O-N boots. Let's see. Flea? And the good news is, even though you change equipment and blink like that, it isn't one of those there she is. Not one of those things that pauses you, so you can still keep running while you're blinked out of existence. Games. We need to talk to Mythily. Okay, let me just start at the top. Bastok missions. These missions are available only to those currently in allegiance with Bastok. Immigration NPC Bastok is Mythily. Metalworks at J8. This gal that's right here. We're going to talk to her. Welcome to Bastok. Do you wish to change your allegiance from your current one to Bastok? Yes. You can apply here to change your allegiance to Bastok. We will have to seal away some of your memories as an international security measure. Those memories will be unsealed should you change your allegiance back to your former country. Incidentally, if this is your first time changing your allegiance, you will have to start over from rank 1 in your new nation. Your rank in your former nation is still kept, so if you change your allegiance back, you will return to your previous rank. In addition, you will retain your current conquest points as well as any records of your expeditionary force quest. Oh, and you are required to pay a processing fee of 12,000 gil along with your application for transfer. That's less than, or was it more? I can't remember if it was 40,000 for Winders or 4,000. Do you still wish to change your allegiance? Yeah. I'm obliged to ask you again. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Also, it's got rank 9. Yes. Very well. I will accept your application for Bastokan citizenship. I will cast a spell to seal some of your memories away. Close your eyes. May your decision be a wise one. This is why Cynic will sleep standing up. The bed in the Mog House, that's for the Moogle. I don't know how the Moogle sleeps, especially with those wings. Wah, wah, wah. Are we gonna get the whole cutscene? Oh, we are. In the Gustaberg Mountains of southern Quan lies the industrial nation known as the Republic of Bastok. Compared to Sandoria with its legendary orders of knights or Winters with its ancient institutions of magic, Bastok is still but a newborn nation. But advanced technology and near limitless underground resources have allowed Bastok to rival the other two nations in power. Innovations and adaptable humans make up more than half the population of Bastok. With their flair for industry, economy, and politics, they were the driving force behind Bastok's rapid growth. Even now, humans hold something. The Golka, a race of hulking humanoids, comprise a third of Bastok's population. Originally hailing from Zepwell, they came to this land through the cave. Without their incomparable strength, the countless ore mines that drive Bastok's economy would never have been dug. Adventurers seeking fame and fortune flock to the rising nations like Bastok. You are one of them. Your story begins here, amid the smoke and bustle of the industrial city of Bastok. Excuse me. That's a dude. How do I get to the residential area? Didn't say anything. Hello. I'm new in Bastok. Can you tell me where the residential area is? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were new here too. I guess I'll have to find my way there myself. People aren't too friendly around here, are they? Anyways, good luck to the both of us. Here comes a Golka. He's going to say something crass. Eski Hume. Where does he think he is? Winders? Someday this is turning out to be. You're not from around here either, huh? No use denying it. I can smell it. If you don't want to get hurt, turn around and go back where you came from. Hey, there's no need to be rude. Oh, and when do you care what happens to outsiders, Gumba? I'm just saying that one such as you shouldn't bother with their luck. Oh, great warrior Daydog. Whatever. You just remember, outsider, I won't go easy on you next time. Got saved by a kid. Sorry about that. People can be so hard-headed around here sometimes. Hey, why the glum look? Don't look like being talked to like some new recruit. But it is your first time here, isn't it? No. Really? Well, you still look like you haven't been around much. Is there anything you want to know? Anything you want to do? Maybe I can point you in the right direction. I want to fight monsters. I want to go shopping. Find some work. Find some work. Find some work. Good call. You should start with a short-term goal to get yourself on track. What kind of work are you looking for? I'll serve Bastok. You should go talk to the gate guard. Try one of the town gates, like the one you just came through. Oh, and take this. It's an adventurer's coupon. Arva should give you money for it. She's standing around the rear of the general goods store. Okay, that's good to know. Don't worry, it's not mine. I just found it. Arva should be around somewhere around here. Excuse me. You can check your map again by selecting Map from the main menu on the right. If you want to know where Arva is, open the map menu, choose markers, and press the right arrow key. She should be somewhere in that list. Oh, I'm sure you know this already, but if you want to give items to people in town, use Trade from the main menu. I guess that's it. I have to run now, but I'm sure we'll meet again. We'll never see Gumba again. Ah, it's not true. Gumba's a fine, upstanding Velka citizen. Alright. Actually, I doubt this will have any effect whatsoever. But these boots have Gil Finder on them. So maybe, just maybe, when we trade the Adventurer's Coupon, we'll get more than 50 Gil. An Adventurer Coupon? Good! Here's your starting Gil. You would do well to speak with a man named Uldago. You can find him by the West Gate and Bastok markets. Nope, still get 50 Gil. Alright. Let's go find Guldago. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. We'll try Wyvern Tail. There are 2 dungeons outside the city of Bastok, the Powerell Mines in North Gustaberg and the Dengroff Wadi in South Gustaberg. Okay. Well, that wasn't a dude we wanted to talk to. We'll try Rashid. I am in charge of assigning missions to Bastokers who wish to serve their country. Are you one of them? No, maybe later. Then move along. I am in charge of assigning missions to Bastokers who wish to serve their country. Are you one of them? Yes, I have. Good. This is your first time going on a mission, is it not? Your first assignment is not a difficult one. The details are as follows. You must go to the Zurin Mines in the western section of the Mines District. Once there, you are to collect a report from the Overseer. You can consult the mission section of the main menu to review your objectives. Speed and efficiency are your priorities. Dismissed. You have accepted the mission. We should have saved Flea. Oh well. We didn't. So, for anyone that doesn't know, the Zurin Mines are like right here. Or right there. So this is going to be like pretty convenient. Dropping us in the Bastok Mine Zone. The initial cutscene that players get, I don't know what causes them to be different. I've gotten different ones. Sometimes you'll get one with Cornelia. I've seen ones with Invincible Shield, I believe. I don't know if it's random. I don't know if it has something to do with your name or your race or what. And to be quite honest, I don't think there have been too many players that have actually even know that there's multiple starting cutscenes. The only reason I know it's because I've created so many characters. And it's just like, well, wait, this is different. But, you know, things like that. It's like that's one that we just got with Daydog and Goomba. I don't think I've gotten that one before. Maybe I have. Yeah, I haven't. Alright, Zurin Mines. Used to have the highest level mob in here was like level 5 slime, and everything else was like the level 1 to 3 worms and bats. It was decent for a starter area. But one day they decided to let's up the difficulty, and all the mobs in here are like in the level 75 to 80 range now. Which is great for those levels. Fortunately, none of these super difficult mobs aggro unless you attack them, punch them in the face, punch them in the back, that kind of thing. Yeah, you know, not that bad. And since it's a dungeon, you can do the grounds tombs, and you can get increasingly high levels of XP for the kill quest that they've got. So if you're like multi-boxing and you're trying to get another tune-up, that you're not going to get any skill ups though, so oh well. It's not a great way to multi-box here. Alright, Markarum says, "Ah, you must be the courier. I have been expecting you. My report is ready. Be careful on your way out. Remember, you should give my report to Naji, one of the Mithril Musketeers on post at the President's office." Alright, so we got the key item, Zurin report. See if flees back up. It is. Awesome. We're gonna flee on out of Zurin Mines. I'm debating on things to do. Should I be using crystals to save time, or should I be doing it the traditional way in case players don't know how to get from one zone to another or get lost and that kind of thing? Since, and this is just a general rule for everything that I do right now, since there is a deadline as to when they're going to shut support off for the Xbox, and yeah, no more achievements, I'm going with the rule of brevity, trying to get it done as quickly as possible. So yeah, we're going to be using telepoint crystals whenever possible. We're going to be using flee whenever possible. Going to keep these not so pretty boots on. You know, things like that. Sanosuke. What you got in your bag, Sanosuke? Chicken bones, kitchen macaroni. A fair price. How many of these does he have? A stack of 12. Like 120k. That's actually average price. I don't need those. And goes against what I was saying about brevity. Naji is part of the Mithril Musketeers. He is helping guarding the president. Oh, I didn't see Lubith. Gotta say hi to him. So where is the closest crystal, I wonder? Oh, the one by the auction house would be my guess. Yeah. I only got 3 in this zone, if I remember correctly. Don't know why. I think they would have more. Please not back up. Nope, another minute and 51 seconds. This little body of water, for all you aspiring fishermen, is a great place to get little... No, not little worms. Crayfish. I think there's nothing but crayfish there, so you can just get, stuff. Yeah, little worms and your rod. And just fish there to your heart's content. I think crayfish go up to 5? Fishing skill 5, I think. So yeah, current region, we want the Metalworks, home point number 1. That'll take us right next to Naji. Naji's a hoot. He he's a little eager little puppy, you know. Hates the fact that he's relegated to guard duty. Looks into scale. Naji! Huh? So that light was actually the power of Alexander? I can't believe we survived something like that. Oh yeah, we also, when Naji was helping us back in Treasures of Ot Urgan, we got shot down, but survived the crash, and he stayed to administer first aid to the other people that were caught in the crash, and sent me and Cardian on ahead to save the day. Cardian got wet, malfunctioned. I think it was just me. Save the day. Yep. I got something to give you, dude. This area is off limits to... Oh, you brought the report from Zero Mines? I'll take that. This was your first mission, wasn't it? Good work. Normally we... it's this dude. Sir Lucius. How may I help you? Naji, you mentioned a report? Yes, sir. This adventurer just brought the last one. I was going to bring them all to you later, sir. Show it to me. So, more and more Gulka are starting to believe in their Tailkeeper's return. The Tailkeeper, sir? But I thought that was just some Gulka myth, sir. If that were only true. I've received reports that the Tailkeeper is already back among them. These reports... Keep bringing them to me, Naji. We would not want to bother the President with such trivial matters. Yes, sir. As for you, adventurer, you have done well. Bastok needs more people like you. Wow! Not many people get to speak to Sir Lucius after their first mission. He must see something in you. Keep up the good work. And that's our first mission. The Zarin report. I've done it so many times that I don't even need to read the notes for it. Geological survey. Talk to Bastok gate guard to receive the mission. I'm gonna be the closest crystal to a gate guard. Maybe in port? Bastok. Maybe. Let's try this one. Excuse me. Yep. Argus. Flying axe. Argus. Missions currently available are as follows. Let's do a geological survey. The chief engineer is conducting new research and has asked for someone to assist him. He can be found in the metalworks to the east of the administration section. The chief engineer's laboratory is on the second floor of the metalworks. You don't know his name? And you call yourself a Bastocker? The chief engineer's name is Sid. Any Bastocker would know that. And go and see him. He will give you the details of your mission. Yes. Alright, I've accepted the mission. Going back to the metalworks. Normally, you would have to zone into the metalworks, wait for the elevator, you know, all that stuff, running around, wasting time, because it's an MMO and it's supposed to take forever and ever and ever to do anything. But then they added these crystals and it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take nearly as long anymore. This is one where you have to go to Dangrif Wadi, the other dungeon in the starter zone for Bastok. The mobs in that zone, again, they were, they used to be fairly low level, but it was it had a pretty wide range though. I think they started in the low 10s, and they would go all the way up to like 22, 25 with some of the goblins. And even some of the notorious monsters that would spawn there were quite difficult. But so we're gonna talk to Sid. Get a cutscene. Yeah, what do you want? I'm a little busy right now. Yeah, I'm Sid. Oh, you're here about the mission. Right. I was expecting you. Hey, Rybot. I don't think I've ever said his name before. Bring the thingamajig over here. Robot's got a chip on his shoulder. This is only your second mission, huh? Most of the young ones in Bastok don't have the guts to go adventuring, so I'm counting on you. Do your best, here? Well, this mission's not all that tough. You just have to go out... Ah, Rabbit, old buddy. If you brought the thing, don't just stand there. Say something. I brought the thing. Yeah, don't quit that. I'm gonna start calling you Silent Mountain or something. You would not, Chief. You are not like the others. That is why I work for you. Sheesh. I like the guy. He works hard. He's thorough in his research and all. But if only he was a little more talkative, you know? Like me. Anyway, here's what I want you to do. Trade this blue acidity tester to the Dangruf Wadi near South Gustaberg. Let's take this, not trade this. Try to find a place in the Wadi where the blue acidity tester changes colors. That's all. What is it for? Well, in order for you to understand, I'd have to give you some lessons on the occurral patterns of sediments in the Wadi and the formation of gas pockets in the soil. You're getting a blank expression on your face. I know. You didn't become an adventurer to study geology, right? Don't worry, it's nothing dangerous, so get going. And we got the blue acidity tester. This one's a little bit more dangerous. You have to stand on a geyser. The geyser's gonna toss you up to the second level. That second level has some really high level goblins. Very, very, very rarely do the goblins actually come out far enough where they're gonna see you and aggro you. It's so rare that it's practically a non-issue. So you can still do it at a low level. So we need to go to... that one should work. There isn't, at least I don't think, there's a telepoint crystal for Dangruf Wadi. There is a survival guide. So what I'm doing is I'm just using the crystal to go to Bastok Mines. Yep. Which is where the Bastok survival guide is. Whatever zones, here we go. And we're just going to use a survival guide for a teleport to Dangruf Wadi. Yeah, there we go. There's the survival guide. This one's the hunt registry. They're not the same thing, but yeah, y'all knew that. Teleportation assistance. Original release areas. There it is. Dangruf Wadi. We're gonna use tabs because we're so cheap. Away we go. So sure am I that we're not going to run into goblins. I'm not even going to pull out the trust NPCs. I will use flee. This one's real easy. You just follow the right wall. These goblins are still low level. They don't aggro. They link, so if you attack one, here's some others. Yeah, he's going to get his buddies. Alright, then we're going to want to go to this area. This goblin will probably aggro if you're really low level. Like, really low level. And you're going to stand on this little hole. Wait for the geyser. And go up like that. And nothing, it doesn't give you any notification that something changed. All you need to do is go to your key items. It's going to be a temporary key item. And then it says red acidity tester. It used to be blue. An acidity tester given you by Sid. Its color has changed from blue to red. So now, simply just run back. You've got your home point in Bastok. You can use your warp key. Sorry, not your warp key, your warp ring. And warp back. I didn't change my home point to Bastok yet. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. Should. Yeah, suppose we should. Did I miss my turn off? No, it just seems longer because I'm not using flee this time. Yeah, that's it. If you don't have the survival guide for here, it's real simple. Just go out to South Gustaberg. It's going to be in the southeast corner of the map. Yeah. That's it. Something like that. Alright. We need teleportation assistance. Need original release areas. Bastok mines, using tabs. Away we go. And we're just basically going to retrace our steps. We're going to go back to the crystal. Go back to the metalworks. Go back to Sid. Right. Your chocobos. Oh, that's right. The survival guide's right next to the chocobo stables. Oh. Let's set this as our home point, since it's in the same zone with the survival guide. It's got an auction house close by. Go to another home point. Current region, metalworks, number 1. Yes, please. Just gotta wait for the loading screen. Downloading data. And we're back in the metalworks. And again, it's just gonna be another simple talk to Sid. I don't even think you have to trade him anything. Just simple as can be. Here we go. Ah, you're back. Let's see it. Red as I thought. Very strong reaction too. Then we should be able to use it, but we must make sure to minimize the ecological repercussions of such work. Busy as always, Chief. Volker, you old dog. When did you get back? Just recently, sir. I had business in the metalworks today, so I thought I'd drop by. You must have some great stories to tell. Come on, out with them. Chief, were you not speaking to this person before I interrupted? Oh, right. Sorry. It's been a long time since he and I had a chance to talk. Let me introduce myself. I'm Volker, captain of the Mithril Musketeers. You must be an adventurer, and new to Bastok too, are you not? I hope you do well. Bastok is in need of good people. Yeah, for your second mission, you've done very well. I'll tell the guard at the gatehouse myself. Very well. I should be going. I will drop by again later, Chief. I must go lend an ear to the President's gripes again. Come on, he needs support, especially from you. It might not look like it, but I'm sure he's doing his best. I'm sorry to have kept you here so long. Thanks again and good work. Oh, and I might need your help again soon, so stay in touch. The trumpets mean the mission is over. Now, go back. Do another one. I think this next one is fetishism. Yeah, I think so. I think fetishism is also one that some players like to skip. Oh, maybe it's not. Anyways, we'll find out. Click. Go to another home point. Current region. Bastok mines. Buy the auction house. Yes, please. So many menus. Let's find out. Yep, fetishism's next. This is the one where we're going to need to farm the Quaidov Beastmen. We're going to need fetish arms, fetish torso, fetish legs. Maybe a fourth. Head, arms, torso, and legs. To a Bastok guard to complete the mission. These items can be purchased from the auction house. They drop from the following varieties of Quaidov: amber, brass, raider, old, onyx, and veteran. Barbell Mines is a great place for farming due to the high density of Quadoff. You need only ignore amethyst, copper, and young Quadoff. Barbell Mines can be reached from North Gooseberg at K3, can also be reached by teleporting to the Walgroom Shrine by Dominic, Phase 7 Lower Juno, if you have completed Beyond Infinity. Cutscene will differ notably depending on which Bastok gate guard you trade the items to. To view all of the cutscenes, you will need 4 sets of items. However, as they are, you will need to farm each set one at a time. Optional, talk to Goomba in upper level house in Bastok Mines for an extra cutscene. You do that before or after? Gotta do it before. Missions currently available are as follows. Fetishism. The Barbell Mines, once our main source of mithril, has been under beastman control for some time. We want you to hunt these beastmen, the Quadoff, and bring back a Quadoff fetish head, fetish torso, a pair of Quadoff fetish arms, and a pair of Quadoff fetish legs as proof of your accomplishments. You must present all 4 items to me or one of my colleagues in order to complete this mission. Yes. You have accepted the mission. We're gonna go talk to Goomba, see if we get that extra cutscene he was talking about. You might have to get the cutscene after you trade them. It doesn't say. Since the optional thing is at the very bottom of the page, it would lead me to believe you get it after, but it won't take long. I need to turn names back on once we get into Parvo, though. Let's see if it's this house. Nope, because this house is... doors firmly shut. Hey, look everyone, it's Goomba. I said I'd never see him again. Hey, miss, you met Z, didn't you? You know, the Dark Knight? He wrote you a letter. I think he meant for Wary to give it to you, but since I got it, I had to open it to find out who it was for. Sorry. I think he says he's waiting in a mine somewhere. Are you training to become a Dark Knight too? Wow, must be really hard. We got key item letter from Zed. Okay, I don't know why I'm looking at my regular items for it. Wary was the oldest Gulko around here. He was really strong when he was young, you know? He's the one who taught Iron Eater, the only Gulko in the Mythical Musketeers, how to fight. Okay. Let's look at this key item from Z. It's probably a temporary one. If we can find it. Maybe a permanent one. Letter from Zed. Make your blade shine with even deeper darkness and go to the Lost Mines. Once there, drown your blade in the waters that call the horrid beast. Only then shall I give you the power you so thirst for. Lose your blade, go to the place we met, and I shall find you. Ah! That was the wrong way. So, yeah, I'm going to take the stairs down. We're going to use the alchemy shop crystal to go to Power Mines. I'm pretty sure I've got that one. If not, it's going to be embarrassing. So now we're going to get a chocobo. Go all the way from South Gooseberg and the North Gooseberg up to Power Mines. Starting to easy levels. Travel to another home point. We went to Gooseberg region. Power Mine. Home point number 1. Yes, please. Yay. So yummy. Yummier with a whiskey. Have some of that. Oh, wait. Doing on time. It's not even 10 o'clock. Alright, so if you go this way, that'll take you into Walgroom Shrine, where the BCNM is. Since we're going to be farming Quadoff, We need to go this way. Search area. Anybody else in here? Just me. Alright, I already forgot which ones it said not to kill. We're gonna just kill them all. Okay, we got the chest key. Will come in handy. Snapping mole. 2 snapping moles. And I don't think the snapping moles stack. That's gonna be a pain. Going to shoot you in the back. And it wasn't enough to kill you. Good to know. We got a brass subliger, pair of brass leggings. Here. How much space do we have? Okay, 19 free slots. Alright, I do know it said Old Quailov. We'll kill that dude. Alright, Quailov backscale. Another snapping mole. Dude, this is gonna take a while. At least, oh yeah, we got the fetish head. Okay, 1 down, 3 to go. More brass leggings. Every now and then there'll be a notorious monster in this room. And another chest key, but we haven't found the chest to trade the first key to yet. Couple places where it could be that I know of. There's quite a few places. Alright, we got a shell bug. I'll look here real quick, make sure the chest isn't out here. Sometimes it is. Today it's not. Fine. Another way you could go about doing this is aggro 1. Start training on them. Because they like to link. The problem with that, Square Enix did something where if you start linking mobs together, and then use like an AoE ability to blow them all down, then you're only going to get drops from the first 8. How I read it. Alright, we got the fetish legs, so we're halfway there. I think veteran was one that it said not to farm. I should got it right here. I should be looking at this. You only ignore amethyst, copper, and young. Okay. So amethyst, copper, and young. Easy. Got a silver name tag. That's for a quest. Kind of a repeatable quest too, if I remember correctly. Well, a greater and an onyx. Fetish torso. I think all we need now are the hands. Doing good. Ish. Killing everything. I'm going to start heading towards this part of the map, because I think that might be where the chest is. Not that there's really any special reason to get the chest. Kind of hoping for the gill, and not necessarily the drop from the item, but if we get the fetish piece beforehand, you know, I'm not going to waste time. Head on back. A rabid rat, a link. Not that it's a dangerous link, but just so y'all know. How if you one-shot the dudes, you're like, don't link. Oh well. Can't open that door. I'm wondering, I really should. I don't know how long we're going to be in here. Put my other boots on for the gill finder. We're going to run slower. And I forgot about how they got a lot of these stuff blocked off. I'm going to get you Greater Quayoff. Or, yeah, I said that right. I'm going to get you Onyx Quayoff. Let's go this way. It's been years since I've had to navigate this part of the dungeon. I guess that's the one downside to putting home crystals everywhere. Is, yeah, it really speeds stuff up as far as getting where you need to go, but on the flip side, kind of forget how to get everywhere. So, gonna go that way. Linen. Okay. Back. Try this way. Alright. We are going to need to use the platform. That little blue thing on the map there. That's an elevator. Use it to go down or up. I don't remember which one it is. So let's go ahead and take care of this onyx. Got you in the kidney. Alright. Click. Yes. The lever is pulled. I was half expecting there to be like, you know, tons of dangerous mobs down here. But, no, not so much. Okay. I made a wrong turn, didn't I? Oh, I love Vanquishing Beast. Maybe maybe I didn't. Let's see. Take this guy out, though. Mining point, that's always nice. Shell shield. I think that's level 7. Gonna be embarrassing if I actually remember that. Yep, level 7, defense 2, vitality +1, -2 agility. So, while you're not necessarily going to dodge a hit wearing that shield, it'll be a little bit easier to survive the hit while wearing said shield. This isn't the right way. No way. This is the right way. And yeah, so we're gonna go back. Had to have just missed my turn off somehow. Pull the lever. Alright, we're back up here. I'm pretty sure this isn't the right way either. This is just sometimes there's a notorious monster in here. Not here this time. I guess I'll double check to make sure that I didn't get the 4th item that we need and just wasn't paying attention. We did! Oh, so embarrassing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got what we came for. No, these are notorious monsters. Nope. Since we're right here, we'll go back in style. If we're on a boat. We used to like to aggro the Quaidov before we hit the lever, and Quaidov would be all like, "I'm going to kill you," and no, we'd get away. Each and every time. Now, if you're over level 30 and you've got the cutscenes done, then this will trigger a cutscene for Zed. I think this might be a different cutscene. You've found a Chaos Bringer. You cannot obtain the Chaos Bringer because we already have one. Either that or I'm out of inventory space. Nope. So we're back in Zurin Mines. Hey, it's Sanosuke. Turn names back up. Oh, I think I zoned before I hit enter. What it looks like. Yep. And then there was light. Lee. Lee is not ready for 1 minute and 1 second. Please be patient. This will get us rank 2, I believe. But we're going to talk to Gumba after we trade this in. See what he says. If he says anything. An Elven. Hear what she says. I know this is the one. No, I'm thinking somebody else. This is a kid. I think she I think that Elven sells rock salt. They're gonna target Rashid, or really anybody, gate guard wise, and just trade him the 4 fetish pieces. Be really cool if you could actually put these together, stick them in your log house, and have like a, you know, little amber-clad Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That or sorry, brass. We get a cutscene. Good! You brought all 4 parts of the doll. I'm raising your rank to 2 for completing this mission. Congratulations! If you've been to Powerball Mines, you must know how now the serious nature of the threat these beastmen pose to our civilization. As Bastoker, you are expected to take on more missions and go on conquest to preserve Bastok's brilliant future. But I cannot give you a new mission at this time. You need to collect rank points before taking on new missions. You can receive rank points by participating in conquest and donating the crystals you acquire to guards, or by undertaking the missions you've previously completed. Ask the High Guard near the gatehouse if you wish to hear more about conquest. Got link 2. Welcome back. How was your battle with the Quaidov? Oh, it's Iron Eater. Sir Iron Eater, what brings you to this area? So, what is the situation with the Mines District? Sir, nothing out of the ordinary, sir. Spare me the textbook answers. That is not what I asked. You know what I speak of. The disappearance of Wary. Yes, sir. I have heard that he was your mentor, and that he has undertaken his journey of rebirth. My condolences. It is said that he took his life while on his journey of rebirth. I did not come here to be told what I already know. I am concerned with the fear of the residents along Ore Street. Yes, sir. My apologies, sir. We will double our efforts to gather any information. Understood. I apologize for my temper. Last time we saw Iron Eater, he was not this high. Someone once known as the immovable rock. It is unusual to see him so angered. Once a Goka, always a Goka. I guess they have a bond that we humans will never understand. We got 1,000 gil. Alright, so... you don't need to trade a lot of crystals anymore. You used to. I don't have any crystals to trade at the moment. That's fine. Got some in our mog case. Let's do ice, because we never use ice for anything. Watch, we're gonna need a bunch of ice crystals. Give them a whole stack. Your rank points are full. We've added the access to your conquest points. You do not need to donate any more crystals. Go to the gatehouse for further instructions. Like this dude, right here. Missions currently available are as follows. We want the crystal line. Have you heard of a strange structure called the Crag of Dim? It is on the Constant Highlands, north of the Gustaberg Mountains. They say the crystals are drained of their power if you take them to a certain section of that structure. Chief Sid is currently investigating this strange phenomenon, and is asking for someone to bring back a faded crystal. Go see him for a more detailed explanation of your objective. You want a crystal to use in this experiment? Are you not an adventurer? It should be easy for you to procure one. Will you accept the mission? Yeah. You have accepted the mission. Alright. So I'm gonna need another crystal. View house. All case. Take another crystal. I'm gonna save that key. Travel to another home point in the current region. We want the Metalworks home point number 1 by the President's office. And then we're gonna drink our soda. Well, the game downloads more data. So Crystalline, if I remember correctly, this one's really simple. There's some cutscenes involved, but actually there was something else we were gonna do. We forgot to do it. We'll do it next time we're in the area. If we got a cutscene, but I doubt it. Going the wrong way. Don't need to talk to Naji or the President just yet. I can talk to Sid. Gonna go around here, through here, turn around here. Ah, you've been assigned to investigate the faded crystals? There are many strange phenomena associated with that place, as you've heard. I've scanned that area and I've found there is a strong crystal resonance on a straight line between that structure and Juno. For now, I'm calling it the Crystal Line. Never mind, you're getting that blank expression on your face again. I'll skip the details. There are 3 places near the structure where you can get faded crystals. They're shining, raised platforms called telepoints. Place a crystal on the telepoint, and the crystal will be drained of its power. Do that, and bring back the faded crystal to me. Oh, one more thing. Put the crystal on a telepoint, use trade. Thanks, Sid. Would have been lost for hours without you. I already set our home point. So that won't work. There's no survival guide by the crag. There's no telepoint crystal by the crag. There is mines. We want the Monk House one. There is a faster way. If you have White Mage, a high enough level, you can get a summoning spell called Teleport Dem. They've also got ones for Hala and Maya and Basil, Yotes. And the one out in the desert. For some reason I can't remember the name of it at the moment. Embarrassing. So what we're going to do is we're going to change our sub-job to White Mage. And then we're just going to cast a Teleport Dem on ourselves. Probably the first time we've cast this spell in a little while, at least a week. Change jobs, support job, White Mage. Oh, also when you change nations, all your furniture gets moved to a Bastok residence. I think it looked better in Winders. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did look better in Winders. Oh well. Area you entered from is fine. Magic. Teleport down. Oh yeah. It's a long spell. In the good old days, white mages who couldn't farm Gil by beating stuff up, the way they would make money was basically by, they would call it telehoring themselves. They would just respond to Hells in Juno, people needing, you know, Ala, Dim, or Mia, or some of the other more extravagant ones. And excuse me. They would do it for Gil. They would get tips for like 1k here, 3k there, that kind of thing. Get the faded crystal. So now we're ready to go back. Item. Fork ring. If you don't have White Mage, or know somebody with White Mage who can teleport you there, then just hop on a chocobo, go from South Goosterberg to North Goosterberg to Constant Highlands, head for the Crag of Dim, get off your chocobo, trade your crystal, and back to Bastok. Go to another home point. Bastok, the metalworks. Home point number 1. We gotta give this faded crystal back to Mr. Sid. Optional, talk to Naji. Then we get to talk to Ayami inside the cannery in the metalworks to complete the mission. Get additional dialogue if you spoke to Naji before. Ayami. I'm going the wrong way again. One of these days. Almost. There we go. Ah, it's you. I remember when I asked... Oh, you remember what I asked you to do, right? Yeah, you're supposed to trade, not talk to him. Faded crystal might be at the bottom? Yep, there it is. This dull crystal's energy has been completely drained. Good! You brought back a faded crystal. As I thought, its pattern of deterioration is almost identical to the one found in Budo. Just don't know what to make of all these strange occurrences that have been happening lately. I wonder if this has anything to do with the shattered telepoints. Oh, sorry, just talking to myself. Good job! You can... Wait, I ask you to do something else for me? Do you remember Volker? He came here when you were reporting the results of your first mission to me. It would be best if you could deliver this to him personally, but he's a busy man and hard to find. Give it to one of his mithril musketeers instead. Ayami and Naji should be on guard near the president's office. Either one will do. Here we got the CL report. Sure, you're not supposed to be reading this, but we're gonna read it. Temporary KM. Yep. As I suspected. My computer's making noises. As I suspected, the crystal's resonance around the crag is much stronger than normal. I believe it is safe to surmise that the same level of crystal resonance can be found near Sandori and Winders, extending straight toward Juno. It's almost as if somebody turned the crag on. Lead back up. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna talk to Naji. Probably gonna say something Naji-like, and then we're gonna go talk to Ayami. Huh? So that light was actually the power of Alexander? We've had this discussion. I can't believe we survived something like that. A letter from the chief? What's it about? Addressed to our captain. Let's see. Huh? Can't make heads or tails out of this. I'm sorry, but could you give it to Jaime instead? She should be on guard at the rear of this building. This kind of technical stuff is more her specialty. It's all mumbo-jumbo to me. Oh, but do me a favor. Don't tell her I asked you to, or she's gonna make fun of me again. Yeah, she is. The Allied fleet has returned to Port Juno. Your actions have prevented unspeakable bloodshed on both sides. Oh, it's Bumcow. I'm sorry. I was making sure I wasn't trying to run into walls. How you doing tonight, Bum? My camera is I'm trying something new out. It's got a follow the face feature. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's like zooms in on the cat, so yeah. We got rank 2 in Bastok, or last stock. Saving it for last, because it's Bastok. Anyways. Your actions have prevented unspeakable bloodshed on both sides. What mission was that from? It had to have been Treasures of Ot Urgan. That's when we were sending the fleet to Ot Urgan to stop them from turning on Alexander. But that's not part of this mission. Or is it? You have a letter from the chief engineer? May I see it? This is a report on the investigation of the Crystal Line. It is addressed to our captain. This might mean our company is moving out soon. Thank you for bringing this to me. Your presence is very much appreciated. The chief is a little busy these days. Do not chew on the microphone, Miss Katie. That's good, Kate. Your presence is very much appreciated. The chief is a little busy these days. to do such chores himself. I must ask you one thing, though. Why did you bring this to me and not Naji? He is also a Mithril Musketeer and posted closer to the entrance. Naji didn't look smart enough. I may have looked more reliable because I felt like it. Oh, well, no matter. Good work. I've never used that option before, but eh. So next, Waiting Beast. This mission requires a certain level of rank bar. Complete some repeatable missions or trade 8 crystals for light or dark to a conquest overseer. Talk to Bastok gate guard to receive the mission. This mission is skippable. See the emissary for details. So let's do travel to another home point. We'll do current region, Bastok Mines. I know I forgot to talk to Goomba after fetishism. Fetish. The one where you farm the 4 pieces of a Quaidov toy. Hopefully there'll still be additional dialogue. May not be. Probably isn't. Oh, this wasn't the one that I wanted. 3, 2, 1. Pinnacle's got fleas. This way. Turn this way. And yeah. This house is over there. Okay. Doesn't have additional dialogue, or maybe I've already seen the additional dialogue and just don't know it. Could be. Possibility. Doesn't matter. Now we're going to talk to a gate guard. Try and pick up Waiting Beast. Trade a lizard egg to Eloise inside the conference room of the president's office. In the metalworks to complete the mission. Lizard eggs drops or can be stolen from all lizards, including the level 16 to 20 steam lizards in Dangriff Wadi. Can also be bought from the auction house. Chomo Jinjal, E8 of the Cooking Guild in Northern Winders Waters, also sells lizard eggs if other players have sold to her. That's really out of date. This mission is easy to repeat for cheap rank points. Purchasing multiple lizard eggs. Accept the mission from Malduk, J8 and Metalworks. Trade an egg to Eloise and repeat. Oh, I didn't know that you could actually talk to a gate guard in the Metalworks. I'll have to find that guy. Bastok has some decent music. Gustaberg's zone music, I think, is probably the prettiest of as far as the starting zones go. Even heard a live performance that did it, and it was a little bit different than what they had done, but Bastok has some decent music. You just really have to like Gray, though, to love this zone. And yeah, I want to say Bastok was built before the Gulk even showed up. But yeah, we were going to talk to this guy. We don't want Emissary, we want Waiting Beast. It's going to be a simple one. You are to collect a lizard egg from Beast in Dangriff Wadi. Senator Eloise is in need of some. Do not ask me why. He can be found in the president's office. Yeah, we'll accept it. You have accepted the mission. Run for is good. We took the missus to St. Louis to see the they called Distant Worlds concert that they had there last May, and they did a couple Final Fantasy XI tracks, Distant Worlds, and they had the main composer. I don't remember his name. Why do I never remember his name? It was his first time to the States to watch one of these concerts. I thought he was gonna like guest conduct And no, that wasn't the case. The music he wanted to play was the fight music that they have for the Archangels. And it was okay. I like the first 3 minutes. I don't think they should have kept it going for 6 minutes, but that's just me. Bastok Mines. No, no, we want the metalworks. Home point number 1. Yes, please. That was easy. That was my 3DS. I was within 50 feet of him, so it actually scanned and traded information with his 3DS. So the Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm game, I've got his profile saved to mine. At least I think it's his. It's in Japanese, and I want to say he was the only Japanese person there, or at least within 50 feet of me. Maybe. No, I think it's in this one. Yep, there he is. We're gonna trade a lizard egg to this guy. Should have lizard eggs on me. I was killing them earlier today. Don't tell me I sold a lizard egg. Okay, a crawler egg. Yep, I'm a fail Mithra. Really? Oh well. To Windurst. How you doing on your missions, bum? Get yelled at again. Did you finish... What was it, Wings of the Goddess that you were doing last time I checked? I might be wrong. The camera is doing its zoom out and zoom in thing again. Travel to another home point. Windurst. Waters. Entrance. Yes. Mostly caught up. Excellent. Was, trying to think what else needs to be done. I've got like 6 achievements left in this for the Xbox. There's Bastok Nations. Can't remember anything else at the moment. Getting captain on the Ergen ranks. Gotta get first place in Ballista. 3 others. Okay. Trying to remember how far, because I think once you get wings parts taken care of for Rhapsodies, you can pretty much finish it, but I really don't remember. I just did it all just to play it safe. And, you know, keep the story going in my head so I don't forget what was going on. We want to buy a lizard egg. I don't remember the lizard eggs being this expensive. Oh well. It's 100 gil. Not that expensive. We're gonna go this way. Yeah. I want to say that as long as you had met Lillicet, they would let you get pretty far with it. You reach a point, though, where she disappears from the storyline, and that's where you kind of have to finish the storyline before they'll let you do the Rhapsody stuff. The Bastok Metalworks, number 1. Yes. I guess it would be the same with Prish and Tenzin for Chains of Promathia. But everyone should finish Chains of Promathia. Just to, you know, it's worth finishing. It's such a great expansion. Sorry. I hit the kitty with my watch. I don't think she seems to mind, though. Alright, where'd the lizard egg go? There, trade that. Okay. Ooh, you've brought me a lizard egg. I just love these cooked. I mean, this is very important to the safety of Bastok. Yes. It's imperative that you do not tell anyone you brought this to me. How do you not see the 7-foot Galka sneaking up on you. You have proven yourself to be a great patriot. I will be following your career with great interest. Senator, sir, you still haven't handed in your orders regarding... Uh-oh. Iron Eater! What are you doing here? I'm in the middle of a very important... Lizard eggs, again, sir. How did you know? I mean, get out! It's going to spoil if I don't cook it. Bon appetit, sir. Just hand in the papers to one of the musketeers as soon as you're done. Alright, Bumcow, good seeing you. Have a good evening. I'll catch you next time. Tell me, do you sometimes wonder if these missions are truly worth your time? Do you think the missions are a waste of time? No, I don't. I see. I must apologize. It is unbecoming of a Mithril Musketeer to ask such questions. Either way, there is no question that you have done a great deal for the prosperity of Bastok, and that you will in the future as well. I must try to do the same. Now we're ready to do Emissary. Alright. We need to talk to Malduk at J8. Well, this is J8. Are you Malduk? You're Malduk. Can you give us a mission? This is awesome. Alright, Emissary. You've acquired quite a reputation. There is a new mission for you to tackle. First, speak to Sir Naji of the Mithril Musketeers at the President's office. I mean, this guy right there? Jeez. This mission is of great import to the welfare of our nation. Naji, Malduk said I had to talk to you. Huh? So that light was... This is getting old, Naji. You're starting to concern me, you know. Oh well. Good to see you again. I hear you going overseas. Usually I would be giving you your orders, but this time the President's aide wants to meet with you in person. We're just going to walk you into the office. I don't know if it's the missions you've been on so far were tough for you, but this time I'm sure it's going to be a real challenge. I mean, you're going to have to do both Sandoria and Windurst. It's not like going somewhere nearby like Gustaberg or Constant Highlands. You've got to travel by sea, too. This is the President's room. Remember to be polite. Oh, and make sure you don't say anything that might offend him. He's really touchy. And then the doors close. Nope, doors stay open. Ah, we've been expecting you. I remember meeting you after your first mission. Let me introduce you. This is Sir President Karst. This is how you will address me. Lucius, what was that about a first mission? The report from the Zurin mine, sir, about the Tailkeeper. Those Gawker again. I was not informed you had met with the messenger, Lucius. I did not feel it was necessary to bother you with such trivial matters, sir. President Lucius. My apologies. I'm sorry for not having informed you about the Gulka, Mr. President. Ooh. Oh! No matter. Here are your orders. As you know, there are 3 nations aside from our own in Vanadil. The Kingdom of Sandoria, the Federation of Windurst, and the Grand Duchy of Juno. Juno is still professing neutrality, so I want you to go to Sandoria and Windurst. It does not matter which you go to first. As long as you go to both, I will give you a letter of introduction, which you will present to the consuls in both nations. Any questions? What am I to do when I get there? Why am I being sent? How do I get to Sandoria? How do I get to Windurst? Where are the consulates? Why did you call me here? No questions. I do not trust my subordinates, so I prefer to give the most important orders myself. That is all you need to know. Any other questions? What do I do once I get there? Consuls in each country will tell you. Don't worry, we are not asking you to spy. The jobs you will be given will benefit those countries as much as ours. Any other questions? How do I get to Sandoria? Sandoria is in northern Quan, the same continent as Bastok. You can get there by land. Ask someone else if you want details. I'm the president, not a travel agent. Any other questions? How do I get to Windurst? Go to the port town of Selbina to the northwest. Once there, you can take a ship to Mohara, a small town that is a stone's throw away from Windurst. Ask someone else if you want details. I'm the president, not a travel agent. Any other questions? Where are the consulates? And you call yourself an adventurer? Just ask the guards of the country you're in. Any other questions? Why am I being sent? Officially, to promote friendship between our nations. In reality, to investigate the internal state of those countries. And also to train you. Any other questions? No, I guess that's it. Good. Lucius, the letter. This is your letter of introduction. Present it to the councils, and they will give you further instructions. Those are your orders. Depart quickly. You are dismissed. I think she almost tripped down the stairs. So how'd it go? Did the president nag at you? I still can't believe that Chief Sid actually backed that guy during the elections. Oops. You didn't hear that from me. Let me say that, okay? I gotta go. Good work on your missions. Alright, so there's two ways you can do this. You can go to Winders first, and you'll pick up their quest. They'll send you to Gideus, where you need to kill a couple notorious monsters. Yagudo. I think you need like 2 shields and 2 ring or daggers, or a shield and a dagger. I don't remember. I do remember if you do that though, you have to wait for them to respawn to kill them again. That's boring. So we're gonna go to Ronfar or Sandoria first. Travel to another home point. Sandoria. Northern Sandoria. We think the one by... Not really matter. That one's probably closest. Yes, please. Go to Sandoria, they're just going to tell you to go kill Chief Fatgit in a place with names. Gelspa Outpost. That's easier, so we're going to do that one. This was definitely the closer of the home point crystals. Welcome to the Consulate of Bastok. That's all she has to say. We'll talk to the Belka. Council Haluka? Go in. We'll talk to Shakir. You're here with business from the administration, correct? I believe you should talk to the council. Haluka. Yeah, I noticed. Got a mind of its own. Sometimes it zooms in on Kitty.
Well, that's normal.
Yep. Hello there, I'm the council from Bastok. Name's Heliku. You must be tired from your trip, but first, let me get you up to speed on the situation here in Sandoria. Northwest of the city is an orc village. They call it Gelspa Outpost. Our reports tell us that the orcs are using Gelspa as a forward base for an upcoming invasion of Sandoria. There's a few things that just don't fit. We all know that orcs are beastmen, right? To say they're low on brains would be an understatement. Is why I wonder how they came by the high-quality armor and weapons they've been using, not to mention the range weapons and devices. We suspect there's someone behind the beastmen calling the shots, but we've no idea who. I wish I could send you to Gelspa immediately, but in this region, official missions require Sandorian approval. What I want you to do is go to Chateau de Orgel and speak to Monolaris Halver. Yay, Halver! He'll issue you a formal mission order. Leave this building and you'll see a great forest to the right. That's Chateau de Orgel. And be polite. Fortress, not forest. Need glasses. And be polite. Sandorians can be quite touchy. That's what they said about the president. Alright, so I'm just gonna run out here and click this door. Open. I'm just gonna flee on in. What the cat's doing? Just making a noise. in our cat box right now, hiding. Alright, so Howard usually hangs out around here. Yep. As an adventurer from Bastok, are you? Well, you have my respect for coming all the way here. But know this, our kingdom of Sandoria has no intention of showing a friendly facade to either Bastok or Winders. How you classless mobs could ever think of standing shoulder to shoulder with Elven is, frankly, beyond me. Hold on one second. Kitty was being kitty-like. How you classless mobs could ever think to stand shoulder to shoulder with the Elvon is, frankly, beyond me. Yet, on you come, impertinent, stuttering shrimps, lumbering oarheads, purring furballs. It's simply unacceptable. Howard's not really a jerk-off. He just puts on a facade. He's really a big nerd, but oh well. But enough of that. Here is your mission. Infiltrate Gelspa Outpost, northwest of Sandoria. In the middle of the Gelspa camps is a place called the Highland Encampment. We want you to defeat the camp head, a Warchief Vatkit. You'll find the encampment a little ways into Gelspa. Go in, cross the river, and you'll see the camps up on a ridge to the east. When you've finished it, if you aren't work fodder, report back to your own consulate. We don't take kindly to foreigners loitering around the chateau, if you get my meaning. The orcs aren't so much of a problem that the kingdom need worry about sending out knights. Let the adventurers clean them up for pocket change. That is our policy. You look as if I have asked you to capture a ghost with not but a paper bag. I must admit that the consulate of Bastok has filed a formal complaint about me issuing demanding edicts to those who are not yet ready. But if there were more capable personnel around, perhaps I would not have to. Let me give you something to further the cause. That's another quest. Make me repeat myself, get going. Alright. Gonna click that. Leaving the chateau? Yes. Then take care. Unfortunately, there just isn't a really fast way into Gelspa. I mean, there is a crystal that'll take you into Yugot Grotto, and then you can zone out of there, and it takes you be at the very top of Fort Gelspa, and you can run down, and that will get you to Vatkit. But that almost takes just as much time as running here does. So, I'm gonna do something different. Take advantage of our home point crystal here. Make this number 1. Set this as your home point. Yes. Alright. We're just gonna run outside. Ooh, flea's back up. Awesome. Slide out here. Wait for the game to zone. Believe when we kill Vatkit again, we're gonna get title Warchief Wrecker, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. And since we'll be in Gelspa, there's a couple notorious monsters I want to check out. Sometimes they... yeah. I remember where they all are. Not exactly on the way, though. Hey, we got an Orc 4X. The reason you can't attack the mobs when they're moving and you're following behind them is because of the latency. The way the server reads it is that the orc is moving and you're trying to catch up. At least that's how I understand it. So even though it looks like you're right on top of the dude, that's not how the server sees it. The server sees it that you're constantly lagging behind. And it's just ever so slight, but if you were to take off the target lock and then just run a little bit forward, then the server would see that you've caught up and allow you to attack. Or you could always just use range attack or provoke or the any other methods that don't involve running up and punching somebody in the back. The one thing leveling monk without a warrior sub job, and you're just like, quit moving, dang it. There'd be players that be being chased by orcs and trying to get hate off them and save their lives and never stop moving. Oh well. Please not up yet. So I know this little spot very well. This is where I usually do all my logging. Actually, I do have logging on the quest marker, don't I? Yep, total success. Alright. This will be quick. View house. Okay. Unless I'm completely out of hatchets. I'm down to 10. Alright. I even have a macro for it. That's not the macro you're looking for. Alright, we got an ash log. I need 9 more of these. Another ash log, but we broke our hatchet. Bucket, we'll load over here. Sometimes it's real difficult to see the sparklies. For me. You can hit the tab key a lot, and that'll help you target something that you might not be able to see. Let's walk past that one. Willow. This is just me spamming the tab key, thinking. There's one. Number 5. I shouldn't count them before I get them. Yeah, see. That's what happens. We were unable to log anything. Dang it. But I'm gonna try something. Nope. Copy, paste. Target NPC. Probably gonna need a wait button in that. Let's see. No! Well, that worked perfectly. Now you don't even need to target the thing. You just need to be standing next to it. Three more. Wonder how much time I've wasted in all these years not doing it this way. I'd add up to 10 minutes total, maybe. There's one. I have to run around though. We need 2 more and then we'll get back to the mission, I promise. There's no music here. The only downside to Yelspa, no music. Okay. Where are my logging points at? Wasn't there before. Oh well. Log. Not a good sign, is it? There we go. And since there's one just a couple paces over here. Ooh, an elm! That's a good one. Get a stack of that, sell it for about 10k. Not bad for just farming stuff. Alright, so flee. Back to work. More sparklies? Yep, no more sparklies. The downside of not having names turned on is you can't see the notorious monsters if they're up and about. Nobody farms this zone anymore. Yep. Rank 2 Cynical. Please warn off. I'll run up here. Ooh. Up here. We're going to take a slight detour. Actually, it's going to be a major detour because we'll run back. Toadstool. Orcish mesmerizers. Oh, I'm already lost. Okay, that's the way up. I don't want the way up, you want down. Right? That's right. Go back down. You just missed her turn off. I think that's all that happened. The mesmerizer again. Yep, I just missed it. How I just missed it, but... So, down the ramp through here, the difficulty of the orcs actually goes up about 10... I think 10 levels is probably pushing it. But they get a little bit more difficult if you're, you know, level 10 range. These guys pop up about once an hour. We got a pair of strike Bangkoks. And nothing else. The other one I think drops the lantern shield, and I might already have that. I'm pretty sure I do. Would be in storage. Yep, there it is. Lantern shield. But it's not rare, so you can actually have several. Huh. These used to sell for a decent amount because there wasn't too much shield-wise that had a attack on it. Not at the level. Alright, so in this area, there was a Paladin Notorious monster, but I think it was a lottery spawn, probably for this guy. We're not gonna stick around to see if he pops up or not, but I'm just gonna turn names on, it'll be a lot easier to see. And there was one last one, I believe, who would hang out down here. I don't remember the name. I don't even remember exactly what he dropped. I think it was just pants. Yeah. I have no clue. There was something else down here. I think it was like another stone launcher. Or war machine. Neck chopper. Bugles, Turkish grunt. Range attack. I'll get its attention. Actually, it shot it dead. Oh well. I'll run down here. Again, I'm not gonna kill everything. I don't want to wait for lottery pops because it's just not worth it. Oh, I mean, it's worth it if you want that kind of thing. You need it for like a low-level job. Orcish neck chopper, stone chucker. I think it was a black mage that would hang out over here. But yeah, he's not here right now. Again, I think they're all just lottery pops, so you just have to be killing everybody. And there was a time that, you know, that's how I used to level on my low-level tunes. You could get to level 20 solo right on this little level right here. It's all easy prey. It was not so much XP, because you were getting maybe 15 to 20 XP a kill. Nothing all that great. It was more, we were farming the fire crystals that these guys dropped. And there was a time the fire crystals would even sell for a decent amount. We're looking for the range attack. And that dude's dead. Alright. Back to the mission. I think even the Pugils would aggro at this level. I might be thinking of something else though. Just gonna make sure that the paladin dude hasn't popped up while we were off running to the side. See the orcish grunts. That looks like it's it. And the orcs had a pretty long respawn time back then too. It wasn't something that, you know, you'd have to worry about them popping back up in 5 minutes and overwhelming you. They were, when they died, they were down for a good 10 to 15 minutes, I think. Gave you enough time to kill everything on headed to one part of the zone and then just run back over and check them again. Yep. I think there was another notorious monster off to the little side here. Think. Ah, man. Fodders. Water, grappler, grappler. Maybe not. Do that again someday. Just show up on a level 10 to 15 character. No trust. Let's kill orcs. Like the good old days. And it'd be faster to get the trust out. Alright, so now we're just gonna run up this little hill, or valley, I guess. See if flea's back up. 12 seconds. Two seconds. Here. Fodder, 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 mesmerizer, fodder, The only notorious monster here, I think, is War Chief. Job ability. Sneak. Attack. Me? Oops. Doing one shot him. Yep. One shot at him. Alright. Cynical defeated. War Chief at Kit. Just make sure we got the title. War Chief Wrecker. Now just headed back to Sandy. There's no reason to run back down. That's why we set our home point in Sandy, so we could just use our warp ring. It'll pop us out of here eventually. We'll zone back into Sandoria. We'll go talk to our council, and he'll say, alright, now you just have to go to Windhurst. That'll be a lot easier. Actually, since Flea's not back up yet, go to another home point. Current region, Northern Sandoria, by the Mog House. Yes, please. Might save us 20, 30 seconds. Maybe. Yep. Welcome back. You didn't get hurt, did you? Manalaris, however, tells me you went to defeat War Chief Etkid, eh? A lot of adventurers make their way into the Ghost Outpost, but most turn around once they get up to the higher encampment. Well, you've done a great job. As council, I'm honored to congratulate you on a mission well done. I'll be sure Sandoria makes you a certified adventurer, Cyndaquil. Now that that's settled, your next goal is Windhurst. It's a wild world out there, so keep your wits about you. So we're halfway done. Actually, yeah. Now we just need to go to Port Windhurst. I don't remember where the consulate office is. I think it's there. Travel to another home point. Windhurst. Port Windhurst. Sorry, I'm reading Link Shell chat at the same time, and that's probably not the wise thing to do. Home point. Yeah, this is it. Yes, please. And then we're just going to talk to the council there. This is going to be the one where they send you actually to, oh, you got to go to Heaven's Tower and get the mission, and then they're going to send you to the Burning Circle. You're gonna feed a dragon and a floating eyeball. You're gonna get a cutscene. This might be where we first see Lion. I am Melik, the Council of Bastok. I trust you had a safe sail here? So, you were Cyndaquil. I heard about your activities in Sandoria and am expecting great things from you here too. Well then, we should get straight to the matter at hand. Gold Skull? How they call him that? Why don't you start by informing our fair citizen here about what the mission involves? Allow me to explain. The mission from our comrades in Winders entails the extermination of a giant monster that appeared in the depths of Gideus, the borderland to the theocracy of the Ugudo Beastmen. You are to receive a key from Heaven's Tower in Winders Walls District and head to the innermost part of Gideus. Your orders are to then defeat the heinous beast that lurks there. You look perplexed. Yes, well, I guess if you put it frankly, you are protecting a pack of Ugudo beastmen from a ferocious monster. You see, in order to maintain the peace of their country, the Windurstians have formed amicable relations with the Ugudo. But, as you've probably realized, it's hard to call the relationship amicable when you witness the outrageous behavior of the Ugudo. But in order to maintain the trust of Windurst, we have to participate in this preposterousness. Well, good luck with your mission. I look forward to hearing of your success. Camera really loves its zoom out, zoom in thing, doesn't it? Oh well. Yeah, so we gotta go to Heaven's Tower. I think we need to talk to Kupipi. That sounds right. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the, ooh, it's her. I don't know if it's really a her, but, I don't know. I remember Akvon from a long time ago. She had a chip on her shoulder back then. Didn't take kindly to me for some reason. Windurst Woods. Nope. Windurst Walls. 1.1, and yes. I wasn't the only one that took issue with her. There are a lot of players. We were in the same Sky Shell, and Sky was fairly easy going. We would do it on Sunday mornings before everybody else showed up and started farming the place. And, you know, it was mostly easy going. I don't know if she's really a she. She's probably a guy. Just like I'm a guy playing a female character. But I've never asked, so... I don't know. It's odd to see we're still playing, but nope. PP. I think that's who we needed to talk to. Miss Cyndaquil, is it? I have received a report on your mission. You are the adventurer from Bastok who will be helping us today. The Ugudo and Gideus have a problem. A terrible monster has appeared deep within their caves. Your mission is to travel all the way to Gideus and help the Ugudo rid themselves of this beast. Here is the key you will need to get into the deeper weeper parts of the Ugudo dwellings. Gideus is a scary, wary place. You would never catch me going there. Well, have a nice trip. It's Sema-Lefina. You'll be fine. I'll give you this cipher of Sema-Lefina's alter ego just in case. I already have one. If you're not sure what to do with it, visit one of the Juno Institutes of Magical Study representatives located in southern Sandoria. They can get you started. I can sense many good things within you. Let's see how you manage with this new task. I mean, technically I can still get another cipher, but well, it doesn't look like I got the cipher. I need it, so I already have it. But it's neat that if you're doing this for the first time, then it's all like, hey, take this cipher with you and summon me forth when you're there. So we're gonna cheat again. We're gonna go to straight to the burning circle. There was a time that doing this mission would take all day just to get to this part flagged. Especially if you're like on a new character and you didn't have the teleport for them and Hala and Mia and all that fun stuff. You'd want to pick that stuff up while you were headed, you know, walking on foot. We're gonna travel to another home point. We want Garuta Garuta. Hideous. Endpoint number 1. Yes, please. I don't even think we need to summon the trust NPCs for this, since it used to be level capped at 25, and you would want a party. Bare minimum. You can do it with 2 players. You can do it with Monk and a White Mage. Red Mage would be better. Actually, yeah, Monk and Red Mage would probably be the bare minimum. If you bring a White Mage, then you're going to need somebody that can cast Sleep on the dragon. So, yeah, that's what we used to do, would be run in there, but aggro the both mobs. Yep, Battlefield clear time is 29 seconds. I don't think I'm gonna get that. Hey, I'm so glad you could come. I didn't realize that little rumor I spread would be so effective. Yes, I'm the ferocious monster you were told about. One who will rally the Beastmen hordes on a grand campaign to rid the world of you and your kind. Really, the Beastmen hordes? Almost sounds as if you're planning to wage another crystal war. I see it catch on quick. The day of reckoning will come, and the Beastmen will be the ones to rule this world. Now that you'll be here, not that you'll be there to see it, because you'll already be dead. Arise, worm of darkness, devourer of light. I command you, smite my enemies where they stand. Spatial distortion. This can only mean it's a black dragon. Little itty-bitty wings. Yeah. I knew it couldn't have been old you-know-who was getting carried away there. Eh. Is this all you can muster? Your pet dragon? Here come the reinforcements. Looks like they'll be able to handle this. I have more pressing matters than dealing with the likes of these. I'll leave it in their hands. Well, we don't need the first NPCs for this. So yeah, the dragon can be slept quite reliably. The mage, not so much. He actually survived. And dragon's also got a drawing ability, but... Alright. That's that. We do this mission at 99. This cannot be me defeated by these weaklings. There's the lion. Oops, I guess I missed the show. Hey, wait a minute. This dragon. No doubt about it. It's another beast from the Northlands. What's it doing here? Their kind haven't been seen ever since the Shadow Lord was destroyed and the Northlands sealed. To see one here with the Beastmen, it's as if The Shadow Lord will soon be brought back to this world. I was merely making preparations for his return. What? Who are you? I am Searcher, a servant of the Shadow Lord. The great hero that saved you 20 years ago is gone. None has the power to defeat him now. Unless they're talking about Z. Unless they're talking about me. While your peoples were busy squabbling with each other, we have been preparing for his return. And when he comes, he will destroy you all. Enjoy your lives while they last, foolish weaklings. Hey. The Shadow Lord is coming back. It's gonna be another war. Our days will be filled with hatred and sorrow once more. Cynical, you should head back to your country and don't forget to report what happened here. If it's true the Shadow Lord is being resurrected, we can expect great trouble to follow. I've got to get going. I hope to see you around again someday, Cyndaquil. 2 minutes and 11 seconds because we were in cutscene the whole time. The full moon. Why were we having such trouble fishing earlier? Okay, so we gotta return to Melik to receive the Kindred report. Okay. This shouldn't be too far. Flea should be back up. Yep. I think our title changes too. Yep, Black Dragon Slayer. Since a little history. Right now for the level cap stuff, the gear that you're wearing, if it's above the level cap, it'll get modified where so you won't be running in naked, but you really don't get any of the bonuses that you would normally get. That being said, we used to have to keep sets of gear around for level cap fights. Since I was mostly monk, I held on to everything. And if anybody ever needed a fight, you know, I was like, yo, I can help. We just need a red mage to sleep and keep me cured. And I would slip into my level 25 set. It was actually my level 20 set. There might have been a couple level 25 pieces, but, you know, it was basically best in slot for the level. There we go. I don't know why it zoomed in on the kitty in my lap, but oh well. Forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so I was basically set, and you just run in there, target the eyeball, start punching it till it died. Died pretty quickly. Sometimes you'd hit Hunter Fist on it, and then just motion it so that go in and attack the dragon right afterwards and continue Hunter Fisting it. It hit pretty hard. But especially to a clothy. He never killed me, so I never had anything to worry about. Alright, Melik, give me my report on the Kindred. The Shadow Lord? Wait a moment. I'll need you to rush back to the homeland. That's it. Here, you understand what you must do. Take this report to the President's office in Bastok. On your way, please hurry to Bastok. So then it's just simply talk to Naji. Quick mission. Alright, travel to another home point. Bastok. And we want Metalworks. Home point number 1. That'll work. Please. Okay. The rest on here is, you know, if you just go the other way. You do Winders first. Okay, that's not so bad. Naji, got a report for you. Ooh, Naji's still surprised that we didn't die to Alexander. Wow, you've been to Sandoria and Winders already? Let me escort you to the president's office. So how was it? Did the orcs in Gelspa or the Agudo and Gideus give you any trouble? Man, I envy you. I'm a mithril musketeer, but all they make me do is stand guard at that door. Captain Volker and Iron Eater get all the good missions, and Iame always puts me down. I'm a mithril musketeer, the cream of the crop. Why do I have to do guard duty? It's just not fair. Then perhaps I should order you to sweep the Quaidol from Palbro, single-handedly. Mr. President! Go back to your post, Naji. That is an order. Report! What have you learned of Winders and Sandoria? Details of your trip. Oh, did you have a pleasant trip then? Ah, do you mock me, adventurer? Tell me of the other nations, now! Do you have anything else to report? The internal state of Sandoria. So they are still trapped in their foolish traditions. They are no better than the orcs they fight with. Do you have anything else to report? An internal state of Winders. And it would be foolish to expect any help from those cowards in fighting the beastmen. Anything else? The state of the kindred. You mean that someone is leading the beastmen hordes then? Lucius, speak with Volker about this, and come back when you have a plan to deal with this situation. Do not forget to watch the Quaidol. I have spared you all the time I can. Lucius, stay and see what sense you can make of this. And do spare me all the trivial details when you report to me. Tell me more of what you have learned about the beastmen, please. Well, we killed them rather easily. I see. It does seem like there is someone controlling their movements. But who could be powerful enough to unite those unruly hordes? Good work. We will probably ask you to undertake another important mission in a few days. The President, despite his harsh words, values you highly and will expect you to do well. As do I. We got rank 3. And 3,000 gil. And another key item, the Adventurer Certificate, so that we can go into Castle or Chateau, whatever, anytime we want. Next one's going to be 4 Musketeers, requires a certain level of rank bar, complete Waiting Beast once, or trade 9 crystals to a Conquest Overseer, up to a Bastok Gate Guard to receive the mission. Do I have enough time for that? Yeah, we have enough time for that. But my throat's getting dry, and all I've got is melted ice water, so we're going to set this as a home point. Yep. That being said, we're going to go ahead and go to the gate guard though. Go to another home point. Stock. Mine. Auction. Yes, please. I'm gonna up, Miss Katie. I'm gonna just go grab a fresh drink. Shouldn't be more than a moment. this one. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, so... need crystals. View house. Not storage. Case. More ice crystals. And then grade the ice crystals to this guy. Your rank points are full. We've added access to your conquest points. You do not need to donate any more crystals. Go to the gatehouse for further instructions. Missions currently available are as follows. The Four Musketeers. I see you made it back safely from your journey to Winders and Sandoria. This new mission should not be hard for an experienced adventurer like you. The Mistral Musketeers are planning an offensive on the Quaid stronghold. Adventurers, including yourself, have been asked to join them on this operation. You are to meet Iron Eater, one of the Mistral Musketeers, to receive a full briefing. Yes, you have accepted the mission. So now I'll just simply go back to the Metalworks. Talk to Iron Eater. I believe he's going to tell us to go to Bastok. That sounds right. And then we'll just zone in there. I think we have to kill 20 dudes. Current region, Metalworks, 1.1. Yes. There we go. Oh, my nose is itching so much all of a sudden. Probably someone's talking about me. Oh well. Alright. This way. Here's Mr. Iron Eater. Turn names back off. There we go. Ah, you must be the adventurer who is to join us on our mission. I have heard much about you. We would like to hold a briefing soon. You will be allowed time to prepare for the mission afterwards, but the briefing might take a bit of time. Are you ready now? Right away. Good. Come with me. Oh, it's Cornelia. Old milady, where are you going? Oh, hi. Don't mind me. I'm just going to the mines district. Again. We Mithril Musketeers cannot chaperone you every time you decide to go on these excursions. I know. That's why I'm going by myself. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Bye. No, wait. Drat. I don't think a Galka would ever say the word drat. Hey, where's she going? You, sir, were stationed to stop her. Where's she going? But... No talking back to senior musketeers, Naji. Or should I call you number 5? Come on, get in. Thank you all for coming on such short notice. Here is your mission. You are to mount an assault on the Quaid stronghold in Bastok. Be forewarned. Oh, it's that guy. He's started out with us in the first cutscene. Be forewarned that this is only to be a limited strike. Your main objectives are to coordinate tactics with experienced adventurers and to familiarize yourselves with the local terrain. As you see, some of our good adventuring friends have agreed to join the Musketeers on this operation. Number 4, Ami, planned this operation, so she will be in charge. Number 5, Naji, will be assisting her. All of you are to follow their orders during the operation. Ami, if you please. First, we are to rendezvous in Bastok, near the entrance to the Quaid stronghold. Your targets are the Copper Quaid in charge of perimeter defense. Each of you are to defeat 20 Copper Quaid. Once you have accomplished this objective, you are to disperse and retreat, then regroup at the entrance once again. Don't forget, the rendezvous point is right inside Bastok. Nobody get lost now. You should talk. You'd even get lost in your own mog house. Once you're prepared, waste no time going to the rendezvous point. Dismissed. Alright, so the rendezvous point should be right inside Bastok. I think. Sounds right. Go to another home point. Current region, Bastok Mines, auction house. Yes, please. Alright. Zone into Bordeaux for a cutscene. From Constant Highlands, travel to K3 or to enter Patchlow Marshlands and L11 to enter Bordeaux. Gonna kill 20 copper quail in Bordeaux. If you did not get a cutscene while zoning into Bordeaux, you will be wasting your time. Everyone in the party will get credit for kills. If you zone or log out, the game will retain your kill count. The copper quail are found in the initial area, the first set of tunnels, and the second area. You will not find any on the upper level. The Quaidov in the primary kill area are level 22 to 28 and will sound aggro to players under level 42. The land pugils in the kill area are level 20 to 23 and will sound aggro to players under level 35. Zone into Patchlow Marshlands for a cutscene that completes the mission. If you do not get your 20 kills, you will receive a different cutscene. If you use escape, you will not receive the cutscene. Okay. Trick is remembering 20. You could link them all, right? Alright. Did say we do, yeah. Teleportation assistance. Original areas. Using tabs. This must be a cutscene. Is everyone here then? We are in Bordeaux, near the Quaidel stronghold. Our mission targets are the Copper Quaidel, and only the Copper Quaidel. We must eliminate 20 of them each, and retreat and regroup at the rendezvous point. We will disperse and attack from different sides to prevent the enemy from setting up an effective defense. As soon as you achieve your mission goals, disengage and regroup in the Patchlow Marshlands in the area just beyond this exit. Alright, come and get me, coppers. Do not follow his example, please. Let us begin. Good hunting. I'm going to turn the names back on. Yes. Oop. That's better. Oh. Wonder if Nutmeg's doing the same thing I'm doing. That would be a problem. We end up having to go after the same mobs. In that case, I better get the range attack ready. That's one. Two. Three. Four. Guess I'll kill this guy too. Not gonna count. Neat if he did, but oh well. 4 down, 16 to go. Better if I could just one-shot these things, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Alright, that'll be 5. A brass subligar. Hang down this way. Brass. Booze. Nope. Their old one. That'll work. Six. Thundering out there. A couple down here. Or go to the right. Go to the left will take you into Kulon Dome. Where you don't need to go. Okay. We're gonna pull out a trust NPC. Gonna get Mr. Farius Coffin to join us. And actually, let's go ahead. Let's do it all by hand. Urumaru. Umia. Wait, another one. Joachim. And let's bring out Lilith set number 2. I'm not exactly sure what the differences between the two are yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we don't need all these people to one-shot the hoppers. This is going to be number 7. That one sounds right. We're just going to get cursed when we go in here. That would be 8. Nine and 10. Okay, we're gonna have to do this a different way. You can't get uncursed while in here. Or fleet will work. Lee works just fine. Gold, gold, copper, copper, copper. I was hoping to see. Alright, we got decursed. What I was hoping for. That'd be 11. Gotta go back through there, don't we? And we do. Be 12. $13. Long way up. Still thundering out there. Here's another one. Be 14. Pull this guy closer. Missed? Oh, that's lame. Abby 15. I don't want to get too close to that curse. Wait! There's another one. Yeah, this is close enough. Yeah, it looks like it is. Alright, run back over here. This will be number 16. How did that brass not link with them? Brass cap. Brass base. Really. Okay, this goes into a more difficult area. There won't be any coppers here. We got 16, we just need 4 more, so I'm just gonna click on the mute. We're just gonna start headed back and kill any more coppers on the way back. I'm gonna have to one-shot them this time because anybody that doesn't get one-shotted, he's going to take the mute off me. Suppose I could dismiss him. See if there's something in here that I don't... There's gotta be something. Like this. I need that. And that we're not gonna be doing for a while. I don't want to dismiss the bovine card yet. We could still use them. Snappy moles, they do stack. Dropping them. Scratching the paint. There's an old one. Brass. Old. I don't think the coppers have respawned yet. At least not these guys. It hasn't been 5 minutes. About here. Not in here yet either. Don't have to worry about getting cursed anymore. Mute. Old Quidov, old Quidov. Flee, flee, flee. Brass. Ran right into him. Old. Old. Haven't repopped yet. These might be on the older deal where instead of being 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Let's take a look at this other guy's rank. He's on the same thing that I'm on. Yep. We're doing the exact same thing. Bum, bum, bum. Just send him a little tell. Maybe he speaks English. Yo. Oh man. Alright, 3 more. That one just popped, then we should be getting others to pop here shortly too. Go and take out this garnet. It's not supposed to be down here. Actually, no, let's not do that. Get this guy. 18. Nineteen. That's right, you better run, Zircon. I'm supposed to be down here. That'll be 20. But just play it safe. I want to kill one more just in case my counting was a little liberal. I think it was quite the opposite. I think I might have counted number 13 or 14 twice. But yeah, it's just to play it safe. There's been one more back this way. Oh, guess I was mistaken. There wasn't one back this way. No matter. We're still just gonna... Oh, there he is. Stab him in the face. That should be 21. Gotta zone out. See what he says. Not much to say. It's raining in Bordeaux, or Pashla marshlands. Good. You have all done well. We seem to be only missing Naji. Damn him. Why is he always like this? Here he comes. Hey guys, wait till you hear what I did. You are late. You almost compromised our retreat. Everyone was worried you might be injured. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I got to bash on real enemies. I couldn't just leave without getting some extra. The mission's over. You may each go back to Bastok at your own leisure. I will report our success to the captain. Dismissed. Wait, you're not angry at me, are you? It may not seem so, but those two truly are great warriors. Got something in my eyeball. I'm sorry. They are both the youngest people to become Mithril Musketeers ever. It almost seemed like this mission was a tedious chore to them. It seemed to me that this mission's objective was to test us adventurers in order to select the best of us for a greater task. And that's complete. So next one is going to be the Forsaken Mines. This mission requires a certain level of rank bar, completing Waiting Beast twice, or trade 9 crystals to a Conquest Overseer, talk to a Stock Gate Guard to receive the mission. This mission is skippable. See Juno for details. Optional, talk to David. Bastok Mines for more information. Trade a hair meat to the triple question mark at J7 of Gookskin Mines to spawn Blind Moby. It will drop a Glaucolite. Hair meat drops from all rabbits, including the Hoarder hair and Wadi hair in Dangrif Wadi. Can also be bought on the auction house. Momo Jinjal of the Cooking Guild in Northern Winders Waters also sells hair meat, if other players have sold to her. To the Forsaken Mines. Gookskin Mines and Constant Highlands have been dug to the bare rock and abandoned for some time. But lately, there have been reports that a rare ore can be found in them. No one has claimed this new vein yet. You are to bring back a sample of the ore to confirm these reports. A Gulk adventurer named David should be able to help you. He is said to have acquired a chunk of the ore when he was there last. The item that David brought back was a chunk of Glaucolite. That is what you should seek as well. Once you have the ore, hand them over to me or one of my colleagues. Right. I need to make a little bit of space. I believe David's going to be one of the Gulka in the eatery or the cafeteria. Why the eatery is in the metalworks? I don't know. I think it would be some place where the miners hang out, but no, I was thinking Grom. David is not here. Okay, maybe I can use this dude to sell? No, maybe her? There we go. No roast mutton. How much do the strike Bangkoks go for now? 703. X. Definitely don't need. Shell bugs we don't need. Shell shield. I know I should try descenting this stuff, but this is just faster. Got a brass subligar. 2 brass subligar. Whole bunch of brass leggings. I'm gonna save the silver name tag because that is a quest. Save those 2. Alright, just be a little bit of space. Then we gotta find David, Bastok mine. That's why you died. It's gonna be faster. Go to another home point. Current region, Bastok mine, home point. In the center. So we're going to be looking for... Missed it. K6. Probably down Orr Street would be my guess. 6 is to there. K. Yeah. So be by the out another home point. Current region. Home point number 3. Could be real close to the Alchemy Guild. We should have gone to this one. Alright. Probably in one of these houses. J7. Black Mud. I5, I6. Could be one of the houses up on the 2nd floor too. I always forget that. See if he's in here. Nothing in here. That one's blocked off. Yep. We just gotta go upstairs. This house looks lived in. Babine. That's the one you're looking for. Another house. Yep, this must be it. Here we go. David. Or Davyad. What? The Gookskin Mines? Oh, you want to know about Glaucolite. I should warn you, it's not worth the risk. But you're an official business, right? There are pools of groundwater in those mines. A special monster lives in one of them, but you'll have to lure it out. Braid some bait to a special spot on the ground, and it'll come. It likes slices of hare meat, so use one of those. And you'll have to... all you have to do is defeat it, and you'll get your chunk of Glaucolite. There are lots of rivers there, mind you, but only one spot where it appears. Anyway, good luck. So, let's see. Maybe the fastest place to go to get hare meat. I know. Objective list. Unity. Aldo. Boyhata tree. I'll probably drop off the first one. Go to another home point. Okay, then Litalor. Boyhata tree. Home point number 1. Yes, please. I just have to turn around. There isn't a survival guide in here. If you're warp ring. I don't even think we're going to need our trust NPCs. It's going to be that fast of a kill. Unless there's somebody else already in here killing these things for some reason. The Moss Eater. I'm going to get you, little rabbit. Wow. Rabbit hide. That's not what you were wanting. Okay, let's use, I don't remember the name of the, ability. That's it. She just did faint. Slice the hair meat. One spectral jig. That's right, because we suck white mage. Alright. So, amazing we haven't gotten ourselves killed yet. Teleport dem. It might be just as fast as running back to the crystal here and going to Bastok mines to get the book to take you to. Well, we already started, so this is what we're gonna do. I did get the slice of hair meat, yeah. I remember to change this sub job before it gets me killed. Okay, we just need to wait for a chocobo pop up. I do. Really. I haven't found all the Mog tablets yet. The first Mog tablet I found was in this zone. Actually, it was coming off the crag of Dem. We were headed north towards, I'm sorry, headed south towards Bastok for something. I don't remember what. I just saw it there, so I was like, quick, grab it before somebody else gets it. It's like a, you know, notorious monster spawn, but... got it, and I think that was like the first of maybe 3 or 4 of these things that I've come across over the course of the game. And some players I don't think I've still found one. Out. And... hey. Happy day. Trade a hair meat to the triple question mark at J7 of Gookskin Mines to spawn Blind Moby. It will drop a Glockolite. Do we still have enough space? No idea if we have enough space. J7 is going to be the one on the right. Okay. Don't think we're gonna need trust NPCs for this. Pretty sure we're not gonna need trust NPCs for this. Alright. If you're not paying attention, you will accidentally zone into, I believe it's Newtown, Movopolis. Again, not the end of the world, you just turn around, run back out. Thought I might have made a wrong turn, but I didn't. There it is. Put a slice of hair meat down. Hey everyone, it's Blind Moby. Actually hit me. I hit it back. And we got a chunk of Glockolite. Yay. Alright. I keep hitting stuff I'm not supposed to be hitting. I apologize for that. Trade the Glockolite to a Bastok gate guard to complete the mission. The cutscene will differ notably depending on which Bastok gate guard you trade the items to. To view all the cutscenes, you will need 4 Glockolites, however, as they are EX rare or whatever. You will need to fight Blind Mobley and return to Bastok 4 times. So, this is going to be a simple warp ring. Oh, why? Why is itching so bad? Oh well. Probably because I got something. It's Melduck. Need to trade something that hasn't spawned in our inventory yet. So, I imagine it'd be towards the bottom. There it is. This bumpy precious stone shines dimly. You have succeeded in bringing back a chunk of Glockolite. Good work, adventurer. This discovery may help rejuvenate Bastok's economy. Great! You brought me a chunk of Glockolite. I asked you to bring me this because I'm thinking of using it in the next project. Chunks of Glockolite can only be found in the Gooskin mines, and with the mines being deserted for so many years... Chief Sid, do you think it would be possible to borrow that chunk of Glockolite after you have completed your project? Oh, this is a surprise. Not every day that you ask me a favor. It is said that the Gooskin mines are a haven for paranormal activity. Priests from the Sandoria Cathedral have even performed certain rituals of consecration there. As far as magic research is concerned, it's certainly a significant location. I have the feeling that I'm about to get a lecture on why the presidential aide shouldn't be dabbling in magic. Don't get me wrong, Lucius. I don't know squat about magic, but I've never questioned its power. I know darn well that you spent your career trying to get the people of Bastok to see the benefits of magic. You managed to get Sandoria to cooperate with us in the creation of new magic spells by making good use of the results of my crystalline research. Those new spells have helped bring many mage adventurers to Bastok. So never doubt your cause. Here, take this chunk of Glockolite. My research can wait. Ah, I'm at a loss for words. And let me tell you one more thing, as he scratches the hairs on his chin. You don't go and overwork yourself here. You're one of the few people in this city who Karst needs. You go down, and he goes down. Alright. Tomorrow, we're going to do Juneau. Where we're going to go to Juneau, try and report to the consulate there, and we're going to be told that, we're going to be told that, they've gone to Delkfoot's tower, and we need to go find them. And normally the way you would do that is by climbing the tower, killing a Gigas at the top, getting his key, then going all the way back down, unlocking the cell, and then going back to Juneau. We're going to do it a little differently. After we wait for this elevator to start coming up. We're simply just going... We already got the key from the last 2 times. And we're just going to simply unlock the door on the first level, rescue the dude. I don't know if it's a babe or a dude in for Bastok, because I haven't done Bastok in quite some time. And then we're going to head back to Juneau and turn it in. And that should be, bam, rank 4. Almost do it tonight in like record time, but no way. It's already after midnight, so we'll do it tomorrow night. We got rank 3 in one night. That's pretty cool. I'm going to aim for rank 5. for tomorrow night. Maybe rank 6. We could probably get away with rank 6. Because the missions, you don't get as many in between the levels after 6. Especially after 6. That's the one where you get to fight the Shadow Lord. You are the dude I was looking for. Been holding onto this key all day. Take the key, put in your box. Finish it off with a open the box and profit. Maybe we'll get something we need, like a. I'm really hoping for the assassin's vest. I know it's not very likely, but oh, okay. Terrible. Something we can at least eat. And it doesn't take up any space anymore. Yay. Alright. I gotta give the cat her medicine and feed the other animals. And so that's it. So we'll do part 2 tomorrow. We're gonna aim for ranks 4 and 5. Yeah, I think it'd be too difficult to get rank 6 tomorrow. We'll try it. We'll try it. You never. And yeah, so that's that. Aiming to get Bastok done by hopefully Friday night. Well, no, it's probably not enough time for that. We'll aim for at least Monday. Then what are we going to do after that? I guess it's going to be Ott Ergen rank ups. Yeah, we got to get a captain rank in that. So that should be fun. Not so much to do in Quest, but oh well. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again.